I'm Major Juhee Baruah. I am part with the Joint Command Post exercise that is happening at J-Bear, Alaska. This is the 17th edition of the exercise Yudh Abhyas, and we are here for a joint training. Our endeavour here in this Joint Command Post exercise, which we are having with our counterparts of the United States Armed Forces and also the California National Guards, is to exchange our expertise and experience from the previous peacekeeping operations and use it for our future scenarios. The other day we had a social where I remember a few officers came up to me and they said that they wanted to listen to some Hindi songs and dance to some Bollywood numbers, and we did that. And on the other hand, they taught us how to roast marshmallows over the fire, and they taught us the traditional smoor, as they call it, and it is something that we have grown up seeing in Hollywood movies over the ages, and it was an amazing experience to say the least. Next year, when the exercise Yudh Abhyas happens in India in the year 2022, we hope to extend the same warmth and welcome that we have received from our counterparts here in the United States, and this definitely was an experience to remember.
I'm Major Sujay Tambe. I am participating in Joint Command Post exercise, which is being conducted as part of exercise Yudh Abhyas 2021 at Joint Base Elmendorf-Richardson, Alaska. It's a great professional learning for soldiers, officers of both the countries, and I hope I learn from my US counterpart the military decision-making process and share my own experience with them. What I remember most vividly is my US counterpart approaching me and showing a keen interest in learning few Hindi words. It was a great fun in the process, and I'm glad we got connected through a shared love for languages. I really hope I am able to reciprocate with the same warmth and hospitality when they visit India next year.
We are currently participating in Yudh Abhas 21 here at JBER Richardson, which is Fort Richardson on the Army side of the post. And we're currently working with our Indian counterpart from the Indian Army, supporting this training mission, which focuses on different components of the Army and different techniques or ways we do things between the Indian Army and the US Army. My soldiers are here. They consist of both female soldiers and male soldiers, and they're currently working with the Indian Army and their Indian counterparts, essentially doing mission analysis, MDMP. They're doing a little bit of role playing. They're getting to know their Indian counterparts, and they're also creating products. That way we can paint the picture of the common operating environment for both the Indian leadership and for the U.S. leadership. I think so far they're doing a superb job, both the Indians and the U.S., and they're gelling together, coming together. As you know, there's a number of commonalities between the U.S. Army and Indian Army. We do a lot of things in a very similar way. We have a lot of the same cultural values with respect to the U.S. and India. So in that sense, we're coming together as a team, and we're really progressing so far. Yeah, well, I've learned a lot of things, but to be more specific, I've learned about how the way that the Indian Army does things, how they approach problems, the commonalities between the Indian style of doing things and the U.S. style of doing things with respect to the military. And I've also learned, essentially a great deal of things about their culture and their religion. And I think it's really a great opportunity for us to have this, intercultural exchange between both countries. Religion. Personally, I've always had a deep interest in religion, whether it's Christianity, Islam, but in this context, Hinduism. I've always had a very deep interest in Hinduism, and most of these Indian soldiers are Hindu, so I've greatly enjoyed the conversations, learning about their religion and the parallels between my way of life, or how I view things, and the core beliefs of Hinduism. We are really trying to build long-term strategic relationships between the United States and India to make sure we can be good stewards or effective stewards of the international security environment. And India has been an ally for a long time. As I said earlier, we have a lot of things in common, a lot of the same values and ideas in the world order. So I think that's something that we should really focus on in terms of building strategic relationships in the future between India and the United States.
So for our California Army National Guard soldiers that are participating in this exercise, we're serving in a command post exercise where all our staff are coming together and sharing ideas, tactics, and procedures. Working with the Indian counterparts has brought a lot of knowledge and new ideas. We share a lot of similarities, being that they specialize in some of the best peacekeeping missions in the world, and we do some of the best domestic operations for the United States, or the most amount of domestic operations for the United States, which actually interrelates quite a bit. I learned that we actually share more commonalities than people think, or more than most of our soldiers expected, in the respect that there are a lot of differences between the Indian Army and the US Army. However, we share a common bond of democracy and the selfless service at serving your country. The thing that's impressed me the most about our Indian counterparts is their ability to adapt to change working with the US. They're used to working their tactics and procedures, however, they're adapting to our procedures, and we're learning a lot how they conduct their business at the command post level. So I'm hoping that the California Army National Guard will continue on with Yudh Abhyas for future exercises to share our practices and our experience with domestic operations, and they can share their experience with peacekeeping operations, thus enhancing our future missions assigned.
If you like this video, please like, share and subscribe to our channel.